we've got a hot tub confession. We have a hot tub confession. And is it by a Republican? Of course. We got the House Majority Leader in Utah, Mr. Kevin Garn. And he says, all right, look, you got me. I was in a hot tub with an underage woman. Okay. And now that was some time ago. But the reason it's coming up now is because when he was running for Congress in 2002, he paid her hush money. Okay. He paid her $150,000. $150,000, right? Not a lot of money. And he says, well, it's okay. We didn't do anything in the hot tub. But you don't need to hear it from me. Let's hear from Kevin Garn himself with one of the best confessions of all time.
I was 28 years old, and I foolishly went hot tubbing with a young woman nearly half my age. Although we did not have any sexual contact, it was clearly inappropriate, and it was my fault.
Come on, that's the line, man. That's the line of the week. I don't know if it's the line of the month. I foolishly went hot tubbing. Is there a smart way to go hot tubbing with an underage girl? I don't know. But Kevin Garn apparently went in the foolish direction. All right, now look, this is a complicated story. It's not cut and dry. First off, it was 25 years ago, okay? When I see that, I think there's got to be a statute of limitations on this, right? Now, the main question there is, what did they actually foolishly do in that hot tub? Now, he was 28 at the time. She was 15. She was working underneath him. All right. And, sorry. I denounce or reject myself. And so then they foolishly get in the hot tub. He says we didn't do anything in the hot tub. If he's telling the truth, and that's a big if, because he just paid $150,000 to keep that quiet. If he's telling the truth, then I said let him go, man. I mean, there's got to be a time limit on this stuff. We can't go back 25 years, 35, 50 years just because somebody went foolishly hot tubbing and go crazy over it, right? If he did more than just sit there naked with a 15-year-old and he sexually assaulted her, well, in the court of public opinion, there is no statute of limitations on that. Now, she says that she is coming forward now because it's going to help her deal with her pain about the incident. But then that's what she said to get the $150,000 in the first place. And apparently that wasn't enough to heal her pain. Now, again, it depends on what actually happened in that hot tub, and we don't know. You know, we have his version of it, and then, of course, she's going to have a different version, is my guess, right? But if you were just sitting in a hot tub naked with somebody, underage, terrible. He's conservative, terrible. He's, of course, the point man for corruption and cleaning up corruption in Utah for the Republicans, right? All that stuff. But paying $150,000, I just can't get over that, man. That's a lot of money to pay for something you did 25 years ago that you say is totally benign or close to benign, just a little foolish. So that's number one. Number two, look, this is you basically paid off someone who was blackmailing. It was extortion, but you took part in it by paying it. Well, if you're the point man on corruption for your party, and you paid $150,000 in extortion money, well, that's a whole different issue in and of itself. I mean, that's at this point got to be the bigger issue. I mean, you foolishly gave away $150,000 for what happened in a hot tub quarter of a century ago. And the final part of the story that I love is, so he does this teary confession. Apparently, everybody's broken up over it, et cetera, et cetera. You know what they did? They gave him a standing ovation. Again, remember when David Vitter came back? He had hooked up with a hooker in Louisiana. That story broke. When he came back to the Senate, his Republican counterparts gave him a standing ovation. Oh, what a doer, yeah! Oh, go get him, David! Right? Now with Kevin Garn, they're like, oh, way to foolishly hot tub. Nicely done. Rousing ovation. What are you getting all worked up about? I mean, look, it's one thing to say, hey, look, this happened a long time ago. Let's give the guy a break or whatever. And depending on the circumstances, I could go in that direction. But I wouldn't give him a standing ovation over it. Republicans, man, there is no end to their hypocrisy. These are the guys that'll get you in your private life. Oh, you had sex the wrong way. Oh, you did the swinger thing. Oh, no, you were gay, and then you were this. And you can't come to a prom because you're a lesbian. But we can foolishly hot tub all day long, and once we're found out, everyone's like, oh yeah, fantastic, oh, great job, oh, way to get in there, hot tub guard.
And I foolishly went hot tubbing with a young woman nearly half my age. And I
foolishly went hot tubbing with a woman half my age. All right. By the way, it's a story of it's a crazy story coming out of Utah, and it does involve State Senator Butters. Butters, what happened, man? Kevin Garner's stealing your spotlight. You were 3 for 3 there. You were racking them up before this Garn guy comes and steals it from you. It's not Butters, but it is Butters' buddy. So at least that's something. All right.
What is hot tubbing? I don't know. That's just that term. It's as a verb. I went hot tubbing.
That's like, you know what I think that is? That's I think old school, you know. And I think that's like something conservatives say. Like, I think young people, we don't go hot tubbing. We go in a hot tub, okay? But they go hot tubbing. I mean, that's what leads me to believe that his story's a little fishy, okay? Because the very idea of turning that into a word means you're not just enjoying a relaxing time in a hot tub, you're hot tubbing. You see what I'm saying? And you got in that hot tub with that 15-year-old who was naked to go hot tubbing. We see you. We see you.